So I'm cooking today. I opened up a pack from my good friends Cubeatz, and this is the one that I clicked on. That's the wrong one. I listen to this and I'm like, oh, I gotta load this up in FL. So I'm gonna take away this little intro. Now we got the whole thing on time, on BPM. So I actually played that with my trombone. Now I go into Falcon, I go into the Toy Suite library, I go into acoustic, plastic, slide, whistle. Now I don't know if y'all remember that SpongeBob episode, but
go away! Can't you idiots take a hint?
Hey bro, the blow toy was like, okay, this sounds a little alright. So I rendered it out, pitched it all the way down, and stretched it. Now it sounds like what I said earlier, a trombone. Does it actually sound like a trombone? It sounds like some sort of brass instrument instead of a flute, really. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I don't know where this came from. I will say this though, it does sound like one of my effect chains were on it, so go cop that sound source. Yeah. It just fit in the background, bruh. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Next, I added a one-shot bass called the Synth Reference _1 from Square One Shots by Oscar Zulu. Shout out Oscar Zulu. I didn't do anything with this. I actually just dragged this in. All right, next, you already know we did LA Custom Grand 7 on the Keyscape. GHG Wolf Compressor, Shep 73 for a good EQ, another Shep's, little radiator, and fruity delay. Fun fact, I actually played this on the little Midi keyboard. Your boy's trying to get good at the keys. Alright, this doesn't sound like a flute at all, bro. It's once again Falcon. It's the same plastic slide whistle. Added this for a little bit of background and a little bit of texture. You can hear it when it plays at the end. So I looked for a part where I could add something else, like the little mini plastic flute down here, but it wasn't clashing with the other flute, so I waited for this to die down right here. When it goes like boop, boop, that was completely off key. So now you see it adds. I ain't add no effects to that. The only main thing I added effects to was that piano, bro. Other than that, you got the whole loop. For the bass part, a little bit of explanation. I didn't want the bass to really play like this early in the sample. Even though that sounds crazy, I just only wanted it to come in for this part. So the bass is really just a little bit of ear candy for the producer, the listener. But I also took a big tip from Al Hug. If you do this with your basses or any one-shots that you use, it sounds more realistic, and that's putting the bass a little bit before, like, you know, the grid. Like, I'm trying to explain. The start of the bass don't have to be on 3. It could be on, you know, before 3. If I just had the bass playing at 3, it sounds boring. But when you got the bass coming in a little early, like it's getting ready to rev up and play like this, it just sounds, it's the little details that make it crisp. So I love it, and I love this whole sample, and that's really all I got for y'all. Yo, bro, what are you doing? Bro, I'm recording the Wheezy. It's supposed to be dropping a MIDI kit. Tripping. Hey man, turn the light off. Hey bro, y'all heard him. If y'all want 260 plus royalty-free midis, I'm talking melody midis, counter melodies, drums, 808s, hi-hats, open hats, snares, all, you know, your MIDI essentials, you need to cop this kit. Easy ideas, simple drag and drop, easy placements right there. 9 bars right there. We didn't even make all dark melodies either. We got your yeet, we got your melodic R&B one somewhere in there. Even if you want counter melodies, you don't even want the whole melody, okay, boom, you got the whole counter melody. Lil Durk, East G, Moneybag Yo, Rob 49, like anybody you could think of, man. Like, go to the 808. I want patterns MIDI. You see how easy it is to create a hit? It's dropping October 1st. Get it while you can. I am gonna say, guys, I'm gonna give you 5 tips for networking and getting your melodies to Wheezy, just like I did. As far as y'all know, number 5 is collaboration. Now, this wouldn't have been possible without Cubeatz, if I'm being honest. I didn't have Wheezy's contact, no email or nothing. I sent the collab loop to Cubeatz. If it was just me wanted to make solo loops all my life, or wanted to just do solos or not do use any starters or send back, like, that wouldn't have happened. The collaboration process is really the key when it comes to making music. You can put skills to the side, you can put all that, you know, melody theory to the side. When it comes to collaboration and it comes to working with other people, that's what's really going to get you far. Your networking skills and how you talk to people, you know, how you approach people and how you represent your brand. Number 2 is consistency. Everybody knows this. Making a bunch of loops every single day and me getting better, practicing the piano, learning the instruments, skills is number 2. You're gonna need to learn how to make hard stuff, and you're gonna need to learn how to add on to starters like these, and you have to have a good ear for it. You gotta stay consistent, and you gotta keep going. Don't get discouraged just because a few people getting some placements, you over here still sending back lab loops. Number 3 is keep it simple. You don't want to do too much, like this loop, for example. I only added 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 things, but they're 5 minor things. The keyscape didn't even play for that long. The accent doesn't go all the way through the whole loop. The pitch down flute in the background doesn't have too much up front. The bass comes in at the second part of the loop very rarely. And the slide flute plays at the end of when the main flute is done. Keep it simple. Don't overthink. Number 4 is don't spam. Take it easy. Don't rush. It's not a race. You don't gotta spam. You don't gotta make sure or worry, or just send the loops back and keep moving. Don't be annoying to people in the DMs. Don't be annoying to people in the emails. And my last tip for you guys is actually going to be a video. If you want to know how to make Wheezy melodies a more in-depth, click this over here.